This video is going to show you how to do a commissioning command with the changes that have been made since transitioning fully into that system. The main change you'll see in the offers tab, everything else is still the same. There's just a couple things that have all been condensed from going and clicking through several pieces of that offers section, and it's all combined into one screen now. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to log into command. Once you get into command, you'll want to start with either pulling up the contact if you already have them saved and creating an opportunity from there. If you haven't already created the contact, you're going to want to click on this add a contact button, which you can put their information in from here. You'll click create and you'll move on from that. For the sake of this training, I'm going to go ahead and just work with a contact I already have. Once you click on that contact, this will pull up their screen and you're going to hover over this opportunities tab. If you've created opportunities with this contact before, you'll see them listed here. If not, that's okay. It's just any opportunity you've previously created under this same contact will always show right here in your opportunities in the opportunities section. So we're going to create an opportunity, and we're going to make sure that if we're on a team, you would select team, because of this being my command login, things might be a little bit different, but if you were on a team, you would select team. The opportunity type is going to be one of these four options. We're going to go ahead and for the sake of this training, we're going to do a listing. So we're going to select listing. You've got your client name here. If you need to add in a co-seller, you can do that as well. The opportunity name can be whatever you want it to be. I would suggest naming it the same thing as you do your .loop file, so there's no confusion there. So we're just going to do 123 Main Street. You can go ahead and put in an estimated close date now if you'd like. It will ask for that in the future, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Anything with a red asterisk does need to be completed. If it doesn't have a red asterisk, you don't have to fill it in. So we'll just say estimated listing price. Commission rate is always going to be your portion of this commission, so you do not need to put this in for both buyer and seller side. If there's compensation on both ends, this would just be your compensation side. So if you are the listing agent and you're getting 3%, that's what you would put in there. The phase and stage is going to be whatever phase and stage you're in. If you're creating this once you're in contract, you would want to just go to active, and you can put negotiations or legacy, but we're going to say that we know this deal is closing maybe within the next couple days or a couple weeks, and we're going to go ahead and put it to those stages. Something just needs to be selected here. It doesn't have to be necessarily the exact part of the stage that you're in. So we're going to create this opportunity. Once we get into this, we're going to open it up. The first thing you want to do once this piece opens up is you're going to be in this details section right here. You want to go to the property box. You want to click on this little pencil, and you want to be sure to add in the property that you're specifically working with. So I know, again, for demo purposes, they're 123, we'll just use 123 East Main Street, just so that you have an idea of what it's going to pull up for you. If this is maybe you're representing the buyers on a new build, there is an option to create the address manually if for some reason it's not typing in. And if you start typing in something that it's not recognizing the address, then a little create manually box will pop up and you'll be able to do that. So again, everything with a red asterisk does have to be filled out, but you might as well go ahead and fill this in. If it's a commercial deal, you absolutely want to select commercial. Same with land. You want to make sure you put the correct type. So this is just going to be residential, and we're going to say it's resale. If it were new home or any of the other options that you see listed here, you could select that. Then we're going to save that. Next thing, you don't need to worry about any of these other pieces for the commissioning command. These are things that would be done the marketing piece is obviously something if you've got marketing created under this contact. Documents, I would say just completely do not worry about this right now. We are not importing any documents from dotloop, so you can just go right past that one. Once you've got this in here, if there's any other information you want to enter in, key dates or anything else, you would just click on one of these little pencils for the section you'd like to edit and change anything you need. So once you're into detail, you've created your opportunity, you're in details, you're going to go to your property box, you're going to add in the particular property you're looking for this transaction, and then we're going to go to offers and commissions. You're going to want to enter in your accepted offer information here. So if this is your listing, you're in contract, you know you've got the closing in a couple weeks, we're going to go ahead and add in the offer information for that particular buyer. Now, the offer name, you can name it whatever you want. For this training, we're going to go with accepted offer. If you do have the listing, you have to select the listing from KWLS. So what you're going to do here, it's already going to have the property address marked. You're going to click on select from KWLS. You can start typing in the address. If it is your listing, it should populate. You can select it, move forward. If you have any issues or you keep getting an error, I would go to this little section over here, click on the error, and make sure if it's not populating under my listings, that you might especially run into this if you're on a team, you would want to select my MC listings. So now it's going to pull up anything within our market center. Within our market center to be able to attach. So from this, we'll see if this will let me do it. It might not, but at least you can see what this looks like so that you can select and move forward. If for any reason this isn't listed in the MLS and it's a non-MLS listing or whatever the case may be, you can click Create MC Exclusive Listing. Once you pull that up, it's going to ask you to enter in all this information. You need to select your I understand and agree box, and then you're going to create and select listing. So I am going to, because this is already in here, I'm going to select this and move on. So it should attach that because I've created this previously. Our property type classification units is all already populated for us because you're just representing one side of this deal. The unit is just one. Now, if you were to be a dual agent on this transaction, you would need to create your opportunity for the listing side, go back to your contact, create another opportunity for the buyer side. So it does want buyer name. And you'll type that in, and then you can put in the buyer's agent's rep if you want, but it doesn't have a red asterisk, so you don't have to. We're going to say that the sales price is $400,000. You can put in earnest money if you'd like. Again, no red asterisk, you don't have to. I would put in your contract date and your close date. I think I selected that earlier. That's everything. So this is the new offers tab. This is the main thing that has changed. Before, you would click on one, you would enter in some information and click next, enter in some information and click next. This is all on one tab for you. Once you get through and enter everything in that's required, you can create and accept the offer. So now you can see a new offer has been created. It automatically takes you to your commissions tab. From here, this is going to show you. Now, this is a little odd for me because I'm not an active agent. So the system is like, wait a minute, who's getting paid here? So I would have to add in an agent because obviously I'm not an agent, but you guys would automatically populate down here. So you're going to have your general information box, and if you need to change anything, your sales price, your contract date, the close date, you can edit general information and you can change anything in here that you need to. Under the listing commission, if you need to change, if the commission rate changed or maybe there was a concession taken off the top, you need to add in an admin fee. I will say that if you have, say if you charge $199 for an admin fee to your clients, you'll need to put it in this bonus section. So this is where you would edit the listing commission. Like I said, it's giving me this error because I don't have an agent assigned to who is getting paid here. You would click add bonus, say we do a $200 admin fee, and then you would want to save that. Also, outside referral will get added in here too. I'm going to go into more details on how to add in an outside referral in a different video so that this one isn't too long. But if there's nothing else, we'll say you are already populated and everything is in here, but sorry, I need to, there we go. All right, so if you're already, this is normally the screen you'll see your information. You will see your CAP statuses listed here on the right, but because I'm not Rachel and I'm logged in as myself, I don't see any of that information. But you would see everything just like this in your own screen. If you need to add in another agent, I'm going to go into more detail on that in another video as well, but you can just click right here and add in another agent. It's important to note that if you are maybe just giving 20% of this to somebody else for helping you out, you're now not so much splitting the units. You don't need to do that anymore. If you're the agent claiming the unit, it's your transaction, you're just giving somebody 20% to help you out or whatever the case may be, then the commission percentage is what you're going to change here. I'm sorry, commission split percentage is what you're going to change. So if you're giving them 20%, you would type that 20% in there and it's going to calculate. Now you're going to get an error because you've already assigned all of this commission to yourself. So you'll need to go back into yourself, change that commission split percentage to 80 instead of 20. But we're not going to save any of this. This is a simple, only to the individual agent filling out this form. If you need to leave me a note, you can go right here to this note section, type in whatever you need, click save, and then once you're done here, you can go ahead and hit submit. And that is the main piece of getting through a commission in Command. It is still very simple, very easy, very intuitive, just now has the majority of that information for the offers tab just on one screen, so it's a lot simpler to navigate. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks.